Happy Wednesday, guys. It's Karen Hogan with ERA Parish Realty, and I'm back with what are the numbers to see what the Knightdale, Wendell, Zebulon area is doing this Wednesday. So, when I went through these numbers, it was a little crazy. I don't know if so we're going to have to wait and see, is this seasonality or is it the market kind of slowing down a little bit uniquely by itself, right? So today for active and coming soon, we've got 66 resale and 70 new construction for a total of 136 that have come on the market with the median list price at $347. Contingent and pending, we've got 73 resale with the average days on market to get to status of 7 days. So that's a little bit longer than what we have been seeing. The median list price for those that are under contract is $339.9. The closed from 11/4 to 11/10, we've had 37 that have closed, and the average days on market for those that closed was 7 days. So that 7 is a little bit consistent this week, which we have been seeing 3 days, back in the summer. Then over the last month, it kind of edged up to 5 days. So we'll have to see, does that days on market continue to elevate? But out of the ones that closed, the median list price was $299.9. And the median sold price was $320,100. So those sellers received on average 107% over their list price for those that closed, which, like we were talking about last week, we as buyers, you want that number to be lower, preferably at list price. But the sellers are happy, 107% over the list price. So we'll have to keep watching that. But for the ones that closed, so 37 closed, there were 20 that closed for over list price. There were 4 resales that closed at list price, and there were 7 that closed for under list price. And when I looked at the under numbers, like I'm not just talking $1,000 under, it was like 12,000, 19,000, 13,000 under 5,000. So those were significant numbers for what sold for under list price this week. So that's interesting. I'll keep an eye on that. But only 4 homes out of the 37 gave up concessions. And where were the big winners at? It was interesting. So, let me tell you the big winners. Okay, so 42,600 is going to be our biggest one this week. That was over at Churchill in Knightdale. Then we had 25,000 at Weaver's Pond in Zebulon, 25,000 at Wendell Boulevard in Wendell, and 20,000 at Tarrant Meadows over in Zebulon. But when you look at the ones that sold for over, so there, like I said, there was 20 out of the 37 that sold for over list price. But when you look at those numbers, there were 11 out of the 20 that only went for 10,000 over, 5,000 over, 7,000, 2,000, 6,000, 1,000. So the numbers for even over the list price were significantly lower this week than they have been in the past at all. So definitely going to keep an eye on that as well. Are sellers willing to accept it? It's kind of like, well, how do these numbers go together? Sellers are receiving 107% over, but yet a lot of the numbers that went over were a lot lower than what we have been seeing versus, this 42,000, 25,000, 20,000. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that and see how those numbers change in the weeks to come, and see what's happening. But yeah, so that's what's going on. Lots of events coming up. Veterans Day is tomorrow. If you're local to the Zebulon area, please go by the town hall right there on Arundel Avenue. The Rotary Club has done a fantastic job with a field of flags, and they're gorgeous. And so that is a circle driveway, so you can go around, you can take pictures. It's really, really, really pretty to see that. So go by there, take some pictures. There's some more events coming up next month in December for holidays that'll be going on in downtown Wendell and downtown Zebulon. I'll tell you more about that as we get closer to the time so that you can mark your calendars for all of the holiday events going on in your local area. So as I tell you each week, if you want information about your house, your town, your neighborhood, send me a message. I'm happy to get you that information. If you would like specific information about a neighborhood to be highlighted on What Are the Numbers, let me know that information as well. So I hope you guys are going to have a good rest of your week. What have I got planned? I may go travel over to Lee County Friday evening and watch a second round of the football playoffs. We did not make it to the second round. Last Friday was our last game, but that's okay. We've got some friends that are still in it to win it. So I might go down to Lee County Friday and then got a friend's birthday party on Saturday. So big stuff going on in the next couple of days. Hope everybody has a great rest of their week and a great weekend. But for now, these were the numbers.